I don't know if you can see it, but again, recording this video very late. It's like I did it yesterday. The problem, you might be asking, why am I so being undisciplined when it comes to recording these videos for last couple of days. Back then I used to record these videos between 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Usually that was the time when I used to DM people on Instagram, and right after DMing people I used to record a video about it. The problem is that my schedule drastically changed from just 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. work to God knows whatever. Like, I wake up for suhoor at 4 a.m. and I go to bed at 12 a.m. After 8:30 or even earlier, because I need to get into masjid before 8:30 p.m. At about 7:40, 7:50 p.m. I'm not available anymore. Even if I'm sitting right here, I'm recording this video after Taraweeh. The matter of fact that I'm at home and before 12 a.m. I have 1 hour. It doesn't quite mean that your brain is gonna be actually functioning good enough to do some kind of job. Like, maybe to talk to my camera and just, drink a little bit of water, prepare my bed and all this stuff, go to toilet. It's not, alhamdulillah, I'm able to do at least these things. Something is better than nothing. But DMing people, there's two things which I have left for today to do, which is DMing people and memorizing new surah, which is Surah Al-Zalzala. Oh my god, man. So far in this month, I think I have memorized 2 surahs out of 10 I planned, and it's 14th of March. I have 2 weeks left to memorize 8 surahs, which is not good. I need to be way more disciplined about it. The problem is that not only I have a lot less time in this, Ramadan is taking a lot of time. Sometimes I'm just letting myself to have a quick 1, 2, even sometimes 3-hour nap to just forget about that I'm hungry and thirsty. And it is helping, because when you're tired, I come from gym and I can't eat, I can't drink, and I don't really have a strength and power to have a shower, because to have the strength and power you need to eat something, you need fuel, right? And I let myself to sleep, and while you're sleeping you're definitely not working. And because of that, not only I am I can't say 100%, but to a certain degree struggling to do the same job, same things I used to do before the Ramadan. Not very much, not oh my god, whatever. Because out of reading Quran, reading book, out of 5 things, probably 5 things, I have done a lot more. I wrote down things which deserve to be wrote down, but there are also things which I don't wrote down. For example, practice 15 minutes in Duolingo. What else? Recording this video. I don't wrote down vlogging. I don't wrote down training or even going to the gym. Yeah, there are a lot more things which I don't wrote down because there are such a little things, like for example training, doing a couple of push-ups, couple of which is 200 to 500, maybe going to the gym or DMing people. I wrote it down. But for example, practicing Duolingo Chinese or Spanish for 15 minutes, it's not the things which I wrote down. I don't know. For me, it's kind of things which I have to do daily on autopilot, and I'm getting used to it, alhamdulillah. I read Quran today, 5 pages, and there is new book I started reading, and I'm on page, I think 70 or 75, 72 probably, out of 150. Memorizing new surah, DMing people, and which take the most time, but at the same time was one of the easiest things to do, watch and do my front-end classes, you know. Because DMing people, one thing which hard about it is there's so many half-naked girls on Instagram that you got to be very, very, very careful to not, you are fasting, and when you are fasting, you're not just thirsty or hungry. You're not fasting only with your body and your stomach. At the same time, you're fasting, physically. You're fasting at the same time spiritually. So even when it's not Ramadan, you're technically not allowed to see haram, unpermissible, say unpermissible things or hear unpermissible things like gossiping or saying bad words or hearing bad words. That's why some type of music like rap or music which is considers bad words or aims you to do bad things like girls, or like smoking, drinking. That's why it's considered haram. And even if it's not Ramadan, you're not to a certain degree allowed to do that. But in Ramadan, at least challenge yourself to not hear this kind of things. If maybe I don't listen to this kind of rap or something. Saying bad words, I'm kind of into it, I'm trying to get through this. Every time I say something, I'm like, okay, astaghfirullah. Seeing bad things, that's what you need to be very, very careful about, because you're not ever aware of what is gonna pop up on your way, right? You don't know what is gonna just splash through your screen. And but watching my front-end classes, just reminding myself of my old skills, even if I spent like 1 hour 40 minutes on that, it wasn't that frustrating as just spending 40 minutes just DMing people, or even 30 minutes. Sometimes I spend less time. This is how it works. But it doesn't mean that I have an excuse to not DM people. Honestly, it's not excuse or anything. I could have done that thing. Okay, I read Quran, I read a book, I planned and I did my front-end classes. And by the way, even if I didn't DM people, one thing which I'm kind of happy about, I found one sales guy, the person I'm planning to hire, to reach out to people instead of me. This is one thing. Second, I made a new logo for my web design agency. This is second. And third, I got a response, Alhamdulillah. Let me show you. Look at that. So I used the same script, which a lot of you guys was saying, not you guys, but some of other people I used to message was saying that you know, it doesn't work and all this stuff. But as you can see, the guy owns marketing agency, brother, and need a website a lot. Can you show any restaurant examples? Need something similar to this, blah blah blah. Well, I messaged this guy on Wednesday. He replied on Wednesday. 20 minutes later, oh my god, subhanallah. And I think I replied him today at 10. Yeah. And so yeah. What can I say? We got one response. We got one potential sales guy which we can hire, and this guy is gonna be DMing and outreaching people even the days like today when I'm not gonna be able to reach out to people. I hope I can at least text like one person, and in addition to this, I made a new logo for my agency. My previous logo used to look like this. Okay, give me a second. Kiwi Studio. It's just me on Photoshop, text, you know, I just choose a fancy font and just wrote down Kiwi Studio, and that's what I used as a logo, you know. Insane, right? I know. Well, what you can take away from that is, do not ever be a perfectionist. You know, there are people who are literally trying to put everything on a place, make everything good, like especially it's true when it comes to, I have seen a lot of examples of people trying to make a perfect product, a really nice product, especially, you know, the startup world. They try to make a ideal product and then only release it to a market, which is not a really good idea, because you can endlessly improve the product and you can endlessly make something which you're doing better. It doesn't mean that you have to be an idiot and release something which is not working. The thing is, what I want to say, if the thing which you're doing, how to say that, there is a reason why you're doing certain thing, right? There is a reason why you are making a logo or building a product. If you're building a product, you're building a product to solve some kind of problem or issue, right? And if the solution / your product is doing and solving that issue good enough, right, then release it. Like the logo which I made before, my first logo, was good enough to be a logo, was somehow, some way or form serving my need to it, right? I wasn't expecting this logo to look fancy, and I didn't want it to look fancy. I just wanted something, some kind of logo, some kind of something which I can use, right? I just wanted something which I can use. And that's what I did. I did the logo on my own. I didn't hire the freelancer to make me a fancy logo or anything like that. I just did whatever I can. Don't ever be a perfectionist. Perfectionism never led anyone to, like, improvement and growing, and this is one thing, and being a perfectionist, this is the second thing, like totally second thing. Improving and growing is not stopping you, or is not eliminating the matter of fact that you're gonna get a feedback. Perfectionism does eliminate that fact. Perfectionism, I see these people who label themselves as a perfectionist a lot of times just overthinking and overdoing, and eventually, a lot of times it's just overwhelming for a user because there's so many features. When you get a product, you want it to serve one of your issues, one of your problems. You don't want to, like, it's good to have one single product which is going to solve multiple of your problems, but first time when you get a product, like when first time you're buying a phone, you're buying it for a reason. Like, different people does it for different reasons. Like, for example, some people for a camera, some people for a battery, some people for just calling other his relatives. Do you understand? Like, there got to be some kind of one is enough. One is enough. One reason, one issue, one problem, and one solution. Give a one solution to a one problem to a user. That's all he's asking you for. He's not asking you for hundreds of solutions for one single issue which he has. I mean, it's good if you can come up the easiest way, but he's not asking you for more than that. Right? That's all it is. Life is simple. Oh. I hope you are taking away something from watching these videos, honestly. Something which can transform your life. Because while I'm saying these things to you out there, I am at the same time learning. Because when I was doing this logo for my web design agency, the second logo, for some freaking reason, all of a sudden my perfectionism take away, and I showed you a black and white version of my logo, but after I did this black and white version, I was like, we need brand identity, we need some kind of colors, right? We need some kind of colors we can, like, this and that. And then from there I went I did the logo. Now you need to upload it on Instagram and YouTube. So I was uploading on Instagram and YouTube, and I was like, username of my studio, it's like Kiwi Studio with / in the end. And I was like, it's not cool. I look at these other brands like Apple, and it's just like Instagram.com/Apple, and I want the same. I want just Instagram.com/Kiwi or Kiwi Studio. And I started searching these people who have take away this username, and I just it's not good. I just spent my time. I just wasted my time. Because first of all, these people who have already taken these usernames, they're probably not available online anymore, because the last time when they posted was 2018, 2017. And even if they would have been online, they would have asked something in return for them changing a username, because you need this username, hahaha, and I have nothing to offer them. This is one thing. And second, why? Like, why? Build a brand first. Like Apple computers. Like Apple was Apple computers, if you remember. And then from 50 years, from 1977 to 2024, in 50 years of improving company from nothing to something, they changed brand identity, logo, even name of the company, from Apple computers to Apple. That's it. Okay, it's enough for today. Don't be a perfectionist. Never stop, yeah. If it's Wednesday, I think I DM'd this guy tomorrow. Yesterday. Yeah, it's Thursday today. Okay, yeah, whatever. I need to sleep. Peace.